Tuned in to www.OGHUSKEYRADIO.com, broadcasting live from the east side of Los Angeles, worldwide. Special guest, man. We just had him rocking the tables, man. Go ahead and introduce yourself real quick.
What up, what up, what up?
Who are you, man? Introduce yourself, man.
My name is DJ Rob.
DJ Rob. What's good, man? Let's start off with the residency, man. Like, let's just start off with that for cats that are in
residency. You can catch me every Friday, every Sunday at Havana House right here in Alhambra, borderline El Sereno.
10 years.
That's my spot, 10 years.
That's fucking amazing. Anybody
People
that's
that see
involved?
me, they'll probably recognize it. They probably don't know me by name, but
and how,
like, hey, I've seen that guy.
And how come not by name? Is that by choice?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, I don't know. Never been that guy.
Nah. First vinyl you ever bought, man?
Clear.
Doubles? Of course, right?
I had to think about that one earlier when you asked me that.
Who got you into DJ, man?
Listening to the radio and, man, Tony G, Julio G on K-Day back in the days. Come home from high school, throw on the radio on AM. Very fortunate to, be tight with them. They're real good people, and they brought me along even in this later stage. Chalk and Melody and all the big names, all the big local
hitters, man.
All the LA guys, all the original guys.
We were talking off there, man. You told me you started DJing at 19 years old.
Yes, I got a late start.
Why so late, man? Like, you know what I mean?
I don't know. I think I paid attention more to enjoying the music more, and didn't really know too much about DJing until I kind of started going out in the club scene, and then I saw the things that guys were doing, and it was just like, wow, like, I wonder if I could do that. And I'm thankful to God. It kind of came naturally. I learned pretty quick.
Who got you into it though? Like,
DJism, another product of the Tony G tree. He got me in at 19. Pretty much taught me everything. I met him at World Records.
World Records was on Alhambra, Garfield, and Maine.
That was the mainstay.
Definitely had a lot to, music-wise, not just hip-hop.
That place had a lot to do with a lot of people getting into the scene.
A lot with the DJ culture, with the battles they used to have on the,
battles, just the friendly atmosphere. Like, everybody got along. Like, you would see other DJs network. It was a good spot to network. You go in on a Saturday afternoon and pick up your stuff, and you'd see 2 or 3 other DJs, and it was a great networking spot. It was sad to see it go, but I met him there, and he kind of took me under his wing and taught me everything he knew. And
what music do you prefer to play?
I am a reggae DJ. Anybody that tells you different will say I'm lying.
So do you play everything?
I do play everything, but reggae is my number 1, and hip hop my very close number 2.
Any music you won't play?
Country.
Why not?
Because it sucks.
What control do you prefer using, man, when you DJ?
1200s, all the way. I'll play on anything, but I definitely prefer Technique 1200s.
We were talking earlier about the residency for the cats that aren't DJs and have no clue what that means. Can you explain that real quick?
Residency is a club or location that you play regularly, weekly, monthly, yearly, whatever. I guess if you're playing yearly, it's not really a residency. They have you every so often. But a residency is somewhere that you can count on. You're gonna play there every week. So I'm lucky. I'm fortunate enough to have one.
And
same one for
just
10
think,
years.
10 years. Like, how many cats have come and gone through there on the other days or even those nights? 10 years.
A lot of people.
Definitely.
I'm starting to show my age now.
Where else have you had residencies at, man?
Gosh.
You're tying a lot in spots at bad. I was like,
Florentine Gardens, Peppers, Daily Planet, Sky Sushi in Hollywood.
With the whole DJ Rob 33 on SoundCloud and Facebook, make sure you guys hit him up. With that, are you like a mobile DJ too? Do you do that? You
negative.
Don't do that.
Negative.
So what services do you provide then?
Not much, to be honest. I'm primarily, I guess you would call me just a club DJ. Just, I don't know. Like I was telling you off air, I'm kind of a grouchy old guy. I can't I can't deal with the requests and
Yeah,
the
I wanted to
formalities
get.
of weddings and shit.
I
Fuck
guess
that.
the best way, I guess, because we definitely want to get into that is like what's changed the most as a DJ, because you're going on what 20 years? 20 years.
The crowd, the music definitely. I mean, anybody that tells you the music, not the music is, but the crowd's definitely changed as far as, you know, when they go out, what they want. You know, from night to night, it's different. I don't know.
You're telling me off the air too about like reading the crowd and like.
Yeah, I mean it's a little tougher nowadays. It was a lot easier back in the days because you know you had your specified clubs. You know, Club A was a hip hop club. Club B was a house night. Club C was a Spanish night, and you know people would go to A, B, or C knowing that okay, they're gonna play hip hop all night. They're gonna play house music all night, and you know nowadays they expect you to play all three of those in the same night.
Yeah.
And you know, it's just you gotta know when to play what and where and how come and for how long and what songs you're gonna play. And so you know, the main thing is you gotta have the knowledge of
Everything.
all the different genres, because you know you never know, somebody's gonna come up and ask you for some Michael Jackson and it's like, oh shit, like
yeah.
I'm gonna play some Michael Jackson.
With that, you hip hop, reggae, EDM, you play everything all across the board.
I will play anything and everything, and I do play Spanish music despite the light color, the light skin.
Do you speak Spanish?
I understand it better than I speak it.
Okay.
So I'll know if you're talking shit, but
I was about to go off right now. He got me. He knew I was coming and shit. With that, man, with you playing hip hop and all the different music, particularly hip hop, do you break new artists? Like someone drops you something?
If somebody brought me something, and in my experience, what I would think is a good record,
yeah,
quality of lyrics, quality of production, quality of beats, absolutely. I don't care where I'm at. If it's a good record, I'm gonna play it, because you know, if I like it, maybe the next guy's gonna like it, you know. And if nobody plays that next record, if it's a good record, how's the word gonna get out? You know, a lot of DJs nowadays won't do that because
it's too much of a burden or a risk.
Well, no, it's not. It's not what's popular. You know, they want to be the one to play the new Pitbull song at, you know, 9:30 at night, or you know, they want to break the new 2 Chainz. Well, 2 Chainz was an up-and-coming artist at one time, and it's like somebody had to break his record. You know, and to me, I've always been the one to, you know, when it's a good record, I had no problems playing it.
Once again, tune in to OGHUSKEYRADIO.com, broadcasting live from east side of Los Angeles. Facebook, DJ Rob33, SoundCloud, Instagram, all that good stuff. Has the radio DJ culture affected the entire DJ culture? Especially, I guess for you, it would be as a club DJ. Has it affected it, and in what sense?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, they have to play their, you know, they got their rotation that they are mandated to play. So at some nights, you know, some places you go, it could be tough to, you know, the crowd may not only, you know, I want to hear what they played on, you know, the radio. I want to hear this, and that's all they want to hear.
Yeah.
You can play them good other music, whether it be hip hop or something else, and it's good music, but they're so accustomed to hearing what they hear on the radio, and that's all they want to hear. It makes it tough. It makes it tough to read a crowd some nights. Yeah. But you know, you adapt and you move on. You know, some nights you have no choice. You got to play it.
What's the biggest crowd you've played, man?
1,000, 1,500, right around those numbers. You know, I was telling you the spot. I mean, Florentine Gardens was back in those days was, I don't know how it is now, but back in those days was 1,000, 1,500 strong every weekend, no matter what night you went. So yeah, it was a little nerve-wracking when you're young. You know, I was in my early 20s back then, and you get up and you look down and you just see a sea of people looking up at you. You're just like,
but you gave us a secret off air, right? It was don't look at the crowd.
Just don't look up. The last thing you want to do is look up.
Do you still dig for records?
I do not.
You were saying, I want to get into that because, like, all the diehard vinyl junkies are going to be like, okay, where are your records at?
They're going to ask me where they're at. I could kind of tell you where some of them are, but
they're still yours, though, right?
They're still mine.
But they're just scattered?
They are scattered over countless places all over L.A.
But do you still dig?
I don't. I haven't dug in a while. When I started DJing, I used to get hired to play 80s music. So I spent a lot of my early years really digging for, because again, back then it wasn't as easy as just downloading an MP3 off of iTunes and oh, that's a hot song. I know I can play that. Let me go download that. Back then you had to put in work, and I did a lot of traveling to get my.
And you were saying you did the 80s because the house music at that
house
time
music
was saturated.
Was at its peak, and
Yeah.
everybody wanted to be the house DJ. Everybody wanted to play that hot house, the new Robin S. record or the new Elias record. Everybody wanted to play those.
The Three Guys on Warwick.
Yeah, Womena Wells, all that
Underground
shit,
Construction.
all the UC records.
Yeah.
So
other people that ain't DJ, like, what the fuck are
they're
they
like,
talking
huh?
about? But
on that note, rest in peace, Mark V. Recently passed away.
That, yeah.
But yeah, like back then, everybody wanted to be a house DJ. So rather than compete against 4 other guys to play, I started playing 80s just to ensure that, hey, that was my smart way in. Like, hey, we're gonna hire this guy. I mean, luckily I was, decent enough at it to where they would give me a shot, and I think there were only about 4 or 5 of us that were getting hired at the time. So, that's how I kind of got my foot in the door, met a lot of promoters. And then, later on down the line, they hear, oh, you know how to play other stuff too? Well, hey, let's work together.
Over here. Is DJing your primary job?
No, it is not.
Okay, is it fair that it not being your primary job that you probably turn away a lot of stuff then?
I do. I turn a lot.
Is it fair to the DJ who that's his livelihood?
No.
Why not?
Because I don't know. I'll be an asshole. I'll give anybody my library, but I know you're not gonna do what I do with my library. Tonight wasn't a real good example of it. I'm nervous.
No, but that's why that way he makes you come to Havana House on Fridays and Sundays, right?
Come to Havana House, put a few beers in me, and you'll enjoy yourself. But no, I don't think I'm stealing anybody's thunder.
Yeah.
If that person was better than me, they would have my job. Plain and simple. And I would have no problem passing the torch. If somebody wants to come and take my job there, absolutely. But you gotta be consistent with it.
10 years.
10 years.
10 years is a very, very, very.
We get a lot
consistent.
of guys in there that drop their demos, and
yeah.
I gotta be thankful that place is very loyal to me. But it's a business. If somebody comes in and they're better than me, hey man, knock it out.
Yeah, because at least the spot's smart enough to know not to undercut you. Like, oh, we'll save a couple bucks here, and you know what I mean.
No,
like, and the quality goes the other way. You know what I mean.
If anything, they'll put them with me, and we'll play together.
What advice would you give a DJ right now that you would, starting out?
Pay attention to the craft and the art. Don't try and take shortcuts. One thing that was told to me when I was coming up was, I was taught, you're gonna learn how to mix first, and all the other stuff comes secondary. Know your music. That's number one. If you're gonna be a house DJ, be a house DJ. Don't be a house DJ and start playing hip hop just to get hired. Stick to what you know. If you play house music, play that. Be the best house DJ you can be. Don't try and play other things that you're not comfortable playing. You may know the music. You may hear all the music and be able to play it, but if you're not a hip hop DJ or you're not a house DJ, don't try and mix the two. A lot of the kids now they're trying to do too much, and I think if they're losing the light at the end of the tunnel. If they focused on one style and really worked at that, I think they would do real well.
Once again, Facebook.com, DJ Rob33, Instagram, SoundCloud. Only one mix up on SoundCloud, huh?
Yeah, I'm
know
lazy.
I
told you, I got a day job. I'm lazy.
And it's a reggae mix.
It is a reggae mix, of course. True to my heart. So I do plan on this next year. I do plan on putting up some other mixes and changing it up. I've got some things I'm trying to quietly work on. I don't want to,
You ever looking? I didn't ask you this off there, but you ever looking to go into producing and stuff, making beats and stuff like that?
I don't know. No,
No,
because I don't have the time. I have the patience, but I don't have the time. Again, you know, it's not my number one. I mean, DJing has always been a very close 1.5, but it's not the primary number one. And you know, we all got families and stuff. I'm getting older. I'm learning that, you know, I need to, you know, I got my priorities, and I can't just fuck off shit anymore. So unfortunately, no. But
last question, man. The craziest shit you've seen while you were DJing?
The craziest shit I've seen, not the funniest.
Or the funniest. Has to be whichever's a better story.
Well, they're both good stories. The craziest shit I had ever seen. Well, we'll stay away from that one. I would have to say the craziest shit. I guess I'm gonna stick to my funny story.
All right.
Just because it is funny and ironic. Little bit about myself. When I was playing in Hollywood at Club Sky Sushi, I was the Saturday night resident. One Saturday they came in, and 92.3 The Beat Club Fever came to take over the night because their spot was being renovated. I happened to know the resident DJ. There was some money arguing and issuing going on with the management. I ended up playing 2 sets for the club, and the second set I played was prime time, 12:30, 1 o'clock, right in the heat of things. 92.3 was a very urban crowd. We'll leave it at that. No way, you know, I don't want to, it's not racial or anything, but it was a very urban crowd. It was primarily a black crowd. And the funniest thing I saw was in the middle of the night when I jumped back on and everybody's dancing, this couple dancing, look up and double took like, holy shit, this dude was white. And they kind of stood still for a second, and
they're looking to make sure it was you doing that shit.
Let it process.
They make sure he's the one doing it.
They double took a couple times, let it process, and they continued to dance. You know, they were having a great time. I was fortunate enough to, you know, play good stuff for them. So, but that was a pretty funny look on their face, and I kind of try and scoot back, and again that leads me to my rule: don't look at the crowd. Like, you know, that was it. So,
well, thanks for coming through, man.
Thank you guys for having me. I enjoyed every minute of it.
Definitely, and then catch them every Friday and every Sunday. Havana
every Friday,
House.
every Sunday. Sundays I have more fun. So.
Yeah, anyone involved in it, like if you'd like to go chill and listen to hip hop, like he'll sneak some jams in there. Like
I'll sneak some shit in there. You know, some of everything that I played tonight, I've played over there on a Sunday night, in the middle of everything. So, 21 and over, you know, watch your dress code. You know, they're pretty lax, but you know.
Definitely. Thanks for coming through, man.
Thank you guys for having me. OGHUSKEYRADIO.com. Stay